Our fellow traders, what's happening? I hope everybody's off to a great start this week. I missed doing a recap yesterday. We had our family Christmas kickoff thing at my mom's house. We typically kind of kick everything off there. The start of our Christmas holidays before we all hit the road and kind of disperse. So I missed yesterday. Had a pretty good day yesterday, with the exception of an ill-advised NVDA trade. I was trying to squeeze it a little bit, try to get more out of yesterday than the market was willing to give. And, I decided and tried to keep my head about me today and say, hey, I'm not going to make that mistake anymore. I'm going to keep it clean, try to keep everything close to the vest, stick to my rules, and see if we can finish this week strong. Now the volume, as you can see, the last couple of days, the volume has kind of gone down. Yesterday wasn't too bad, but today you could see I don't expect Wednesday and Thursday to be much better, but the Bulls definitely regained and seized control of this market. Here's the bounce off the 100 that we were looking at on Sunday. We were talking about testing this level. Potentially, the ideal thing was to see the bounce off of the 50-day. And I think we're going to start coming up. Whether we're going to take out the all-time highs here, that remains to be seen. I don't think we have enough to do that this week. But I do expect to continue to move up and maybe test 470 again. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But really, really strong day today. Closed above the 5-day and above the 20. Here's the 10-day moving average here. So we're still below the 10-day. If we can open gapped up above it tomorrow, we should have another pretty good day in terms of the market actually trending up. But let's take a look at our trading today. First trade, NKE. This was a holdover from earnings yesterday. Got in it. It didn't really move after the first 5-minute candle that printed. It really didn't move there. So I just kind of held it overnight. I fully expected this thing to, go up. So I held on to it. The first target I got out this morning was the 100-day moving average here. And then second target through 165. And last target I got was up here through 167, somewhere in there. And, this was actually the 5-minute opening range high. So I went ahead and got, re-established the opening range trade. This was an opening range breakout. I was a little bit late getting in because I was fumbling around and did not catch it quick enough, but I did get it. I wasn't going to miss it because I missed it by about 20 cents. So I got in it, took some profit up here. Didn't quite get the 171.50, and 172.50 was the next target. Should have gotten some at 171.50, but just didn't do it. And then we pulled back and ended up having to take it off. So that was that. And, it really didn't set up that well anymore for us this week. Today. It just didn't set up anymore and did not mess with NKE. So really decent trade on that today. Next trade was BA. And this is one of the ones where I just I missed a big move. My timing was just off. Just unlucky, really. I got the 5-minute opening range breakout. Got the first target, pulled back, stopped me out at break even, right at break even. I mean, it might have gone down 5 or 10 more cents before it ripped back up. So here was the next entry right here. This was the next entry right here. Once we took out the top of this channel on the pullback, that should have been the next entry. Look at the move here. So I was already in another trade. I was moving pretty quickly this morning. I was just focused on trying to get as much as I could the first 30 minutes to an hour, because I figured the rest of the day was just going to be slow. So I didn't get back in this until a little bit later. I got in on the aggressive entry, which allowed me to withstand this pullback and then add on the confirmation. I probably should have held out for this, but I was watching the price action, and there's no way I could not take profit here. I mean, we got stuffed here on this candle, we got stuffed here on this candle, and the way it was looking, it was, yeah, you need to take profit. So it pulled back, it stopped me out at break even, and then look, we went up to my target here. So it didn't hit. I think I had 199.75 or something. I can't remember what it was, but it didn't hit my target. So I ended up having to take the rest of it off. It was just a mess. And you can see it pretty much stayed in that channel all week. I mean, I keep saying week, all day. The day felt like a week is probably what I'm trying to say. But that was BA, and MU was the next one. And this one didn't do very well. I was looking for, again, a 5-minute opening range break. And this one just failed. It pushed up, and it just flat failed. And came back, had to stop out here, and that was all I did on that one. You can see this one, it did give a nice little move later in the day. This was a nice little orderly move, but really not much. Sizing up with about 500 shares on that would have helped us out a little bit, but didn't do that. So NVDA, this was the next trade I took. An aggressive entry here on the break of the going red on the day. This is taking out yesterday's close price. Once we confirmed, I added, ended up taking profit here and getting stopped out, and then got back in. And I think, it was just one of those days for me. It was just one of those days for me where, I was so hell-bent on not trying to miss anything that I was kind of taking my way out of, I was taking my self out of some really good moves. But I just need to slow down tomorrow and just take it one trade at a time. Just really, really slow down. In the last trade I took, now we went over the other trade on BA because I took 2 of those. RBLX was the last trade I took, and you can see more of the same. Missed all of the big moves up here, so I got in here. It bounced, it pulled back, and I added to it here, and then ended up having to take some profit here. Well, this was my target anyway, so I took some profit here, but then it pulled back and stopped me out at break even. And I think I added back to this. Let me see, what did I do? I can't remember now. Yeah, I bought some more down here. I think I got stopped out here, and then I ended up no. I shorted it here, covered some here, and then bought here. I took everything off here. So I even confused myself. I traded so much. So it was one of those days where I was just outside of myself. And I think I could have had a really, really good day versus having just a good day if I had done what I was supposed to do. So let's see what we made today. I'll blow it up for you real quick. 1029.73 is what we ended up with. Here's the MU trade that didn't go very well. The SQ trade that didn't do very well. I actually cut that off when the technical setup broke. And MU I just flat missed that trade. So that was that. I think that's all I had today. Did I do, you know what? I think I forgot SQ. I honestly think I forgot SQ. So let me do this one real quick. Yep, I didn't do SQ. SQ I was the most proud of because I didn't sit there and hold it. When it technically broke down for me, like here's the opening range high. When it technically broke down, I took it off. I didn't sit there and hold it saying, well, I got $300 of room on this. Let me do it. When this candle couldn't hold above the opening range high, then this candle opened. Once we made a lower low, trade's over. Now, yeah, I could turn around and get back in it. And, I could have gotten back in it here. And this would have been a massive trade. But again, I was fighting these other crappy stocks. And I missed the big move on BA. I missed the big move on SQ. Missed the big move on NVIDIA. Fighting these little stocks. So, like I said, I think I could have had a really, really good day. I could have doubled what I made today if I was in, on track, but I wasn't locked in like I should have been. So hopefully tomorrow, I won't come in rushing, trying to hit everything in the first 30 minutes to an hour, and just settle in and take the moves because they are better than what I expected. I mean, honestly. So that wraps it up for me tonight. I hope you guys have a great night, a great evening, and I will see you back in the jungle first thing in the morning.